I will call the meeting of the Blackhawk County Board of Supervisors to order. Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Leyland,
Here.
Little,
Here.
Schwartz,
Here.
White,
Here.
Jelka.
Here. We will now have a moment of silence to reflect on our actions. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
A motion to receive the agenda as proposed or amended.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
All those opposed say no. The agenda is approved. Public comments. Do we have anybody in the boardroom that would like to provide public comment? We have no one. Is there anybody online or on Zoom that would like to provide public comment? There is no one. Years of Service Awards. Mr. Veeder.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We have 2 years of service awards today. One for William Heath of the Sheriff's Office for 15 years of service. I'm sorry, we have 3. Sorry about that. William Heath for 15 years of service. Michelle Wagner in the Attorney's Office for 15 years of service. And Grant Veeder of the Auditor's Office for 40 years of service.
Wow.
40 years. Well, congratulations. Grant, do you have any comments you'd like to make? 40 years. I mean, as I said in the last meeting, it's remarkable that some people stay employed in the county that long.
Yeah, well, it just goes to show with an annoying person like me, you just can't be too careful. If you just if you're polite to them, they'll stick around
40 years.
as long as they like. So, thank you.
That's
Thank
impressive.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
Grant.
you very much.
Claims and payments. Mr. Perry.
Good morning. This week's expenditures total $257,644.04. The Sheriff's Department, $34,050. The IT Capital Fund, $61,338. Secondary Road, $72,511. And finally, maintenance, $28,718. Everything looked normal.
And the resolution is that the Board of Supervisors approve expenditures and that the county auditor be authorized and directed to issue checks against the various settlement of such claims as allowed.
So moved.
Second.
Do we have any comments or questions? Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Jelka.
Yes. Item number 5, project updates from department heads, elected officials. Kathy?
Good morning, Board.
Good morning.
Kathy Nicholas, County Engineer. Work continues on the Grundy Road project, grading the new roadway in. And then I also wanted to let you know that it's dust control time of the year again. We have received the vendors list. People have contacted the vendors already. We are preparing the roads now in the next couple weeks, and it's anticipated that the dust control vendors will be out on the roads in about 2 weeks. We should have the roads ready, and they will be ready for the application of the dust control product. So it's very dusty this year, so there's quite a need for that product this summer. Can I answer any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Any others in the boardroom? Sandy?
Good morning, Board. Sandy Smith, County Recorder. I just wanted to give you a quick update. This past Saturday, we held our passport fair here at the courthouse from 9 to noon. We were able to help 30 customers. We processed about 25 passport applications. As expected, our main customers were families with small children, so we helped with the photos. We took a little extra time, so we considered it a very successful morning. So I want to thank everybody involved with getting the courthouse open for us on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else in the boardroom? Dr. Inbonye let me know that she's not going to be available this morning, but she's going to send the board an emailed update. Mike, you got something for us?
Yeah, I do. Thanks, Dan. Mike Hendrickson, Director with Blackhawk County Conservation. Got a couple things here, just an update. They started work on resurfacing of the Hickory Hills roads yesterday. They did have to stop when the little bit of rain came through, but I'm assuming they're probably back on it today, and it's only going to take them probably by the end of the day today, they'll be almost finished, and probably certainly tomorrow. But the campground is closed right now. It's the campground road that they're doing. So they'll have that wrapped up. It'll be a great improvement to that road. It was much needed, and so we're happy to have that thing taken care of before the big heavy camping season starts. And again, I just want to throw out a thank you to Kathy and her staff. They helped us put that bid package together, and they're overseeing that project for us. So they made it very easy for us to get that taken care of, and we certainly appreciate their help with that. You may recall, or you may not, at some point, I think maybe at budget time, I had mentioned the Lagoon system at Hickory Hills and the need to get that replaced. And we've been working on that for about a year now. And we do have an estimated cost, and we've been starting to look for funding for that. The estimated cost on that project is going to be right around $494,000. So tomorrow's a big day for us. Just wanted to let you know, we've applied for a LawCon grant, and that grant review will be tomorrow. And so Sheree and I will be attending that, answering questions, and hopefully we can sell that project to them. We feel good about it. It's really what LawCon is about. We have applied for $200,000 of that $494,000, and that's the maximum that we can apply for based on the population of Blackhawk County. We do have a path to finish that funding, but this would be a big step. So hopefully tomorrow goes well for us, and we'll see where that ends up. And then lastly, just wanted to let you know that through Travel Iowa, they have annual tourism awards that they give away, and Blackhawk County Conservation did receive an award for outstanding event for the Hickory Hills Light Show. So we were pretty proud of that, and we've got a little trophy that'll be sent to us, and so good PR for us with that. So other than that, if anyone has any questions, I can answer those.
Good job, Mike.
Yeah, congratulations.
All right, Yolando, you got anything for us?
Don't know.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thanks, Yolando. Item number 6, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from April 27th, 2021.
Second.
Any comments, questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Item number 7, the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second?
Any comments or questions about the consent agenda? Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Belka.
Yes. Item number 8A is a resolution that the agreement between Blackhawk County and ATEC Freeman Security, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, for the Millennium software used for the door access system with a term of 1 year, July 1st, 2021 through June 30th, 2022, with an annual rate of $3,605.63, be approved as recommended by Rory Geving, Maintenance Superintendent. Rory?
Good morning, Board. Rory Giving, Maintenance Superintendent. This is a maintenance agreement for our Millennium system, we call it. It's our door fob system. Currently, we have roughly 64 of those access stations throughout our facilities. Just to give you an idea, this works with any software upgrades that may come about for that. It also covers any service labor that we'll need to keep those running. We did start this about a year ago. If you recall, back in 2000 and I believe it was 20 or FY20, we changed out the Millennium system to the new system that we're on now. And as of that point, we started the service agreement. So this will be our second round with that agreement. I can tell you that our usage with ATEC has been pretty heavy the last year. We've had to reach out to them several times with different issues that have popped up. So as of right now, I would say we're satisfied with their services.
So their response when we've reached out has been good?
There's been a few times where we've had to make several attempts, but it seems like they are coming around now. With this last year that we had, I think that maybe played part of it, but I feel confident that we got their attention and they're addressing our needs as they come up.
Thank you.
Any other comments, questions for Rory?
Move to approve.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded. Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Schwartz,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
Jelka.
Yes. Item 8B is a resolution that addendum to the contract between Black Hawk County and the shredder for adding the conservation to the existing contract with an increase of $144 per year
So moved.
Second.
be approved and for the chair to sign as recommended by Rory Geving, Maintenance Superintendent. Rory?
Not a lot to be said here. Simply, we're just adding services over at Conservation. That cost will be paid for out of Conservation. It'll just be under the umbrella of our contract that we have with the shredding company.
Any other comments or questions? Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
White,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Jelka.
Yes. Item 8C is a resolution that the lowest reasonable quote received from Veracity Excavating LLC, LaPorte City, Iowa, for the stone column drainage project, project number L-7009, on Leversey and Mount Vernon roads, with a bid of $48,409.20, be awarded and authorize the county engineer, Catherine Nicholas, to sign the contract conditional on receipt of the certificate of insurance. Kathy?
Good morning, board. I wanted to take a few minutes to explain this project and what we're doing with this money. So this project is budgeted for fiscal year 22, so next year's money. The project cannot start until after July 1st. You know about the frost boil issues on our gravel roads. In 2019, they were very bad. We are looking for ways to improve the condition of the gravel roads in the spring months. You know, we've had frost boils on our roads forever. There are different techniques that we can use to drain the roads. Research has shown, common knowledge is that we need to get water out of the roadway system. So traditionally, we have done that with a longitudinal drain system, and that's what we did last year on Ainsborough Road and Hammond Avenue. And we had a contractor come in and trench a longitudinal drain down virtually the center line of the roadway. That type of drainage project works well when you have ditches deep enough so that the subdrain tile can be outletted to the ditch. So we need approximately 38 to 45 inches of ditch depth for that type of project to work. We have many situations where we don't have ditches that deep. For example, in Leversey and Mount Vernon Road, we have much shallower ditches. So we're looking for ways that we can get water out of that roadway effectively. We've looked around the state. There's a number of research projects that have, informal research projects that have gone on with other counties as well as Iowa State University. And we would like to try a project where we're drilling a vertical column in the gravel road and removing that native material and filling that with stone. And these would function as a vertical French drain, for example. And we're hoping that water would find its way out of the roadway in that situation. We looked at Howard County. They did experimental project in 2018, and I brought some photos for you so you can see what we're proposing to do with this type of project. And here's the first photo. You can see that they are augering the hole into the gravel road. We are proposing to auger this on a grid. We would go down the center line of the road at 10 feet increments with these stone columns. We would have one column down the center line of the road, then we will have two columns, 8 feet, transversely from those columns. So we would have a grid as we go down the road. So this is the first auger, or one of the holes that is being augered into the gravel road. Next slide, Kim. Here you can see that the depth of the hole is approximately 7 feet deep, and that's what we've asked our contractor to do as well. 7 feet deep hole. Next slide, Kim. Here you can see that there's a number of holes as you're driving down, going down the roadway. This is what we're anticipating our contractor would be doing as well. Next slide, Kim. And then this was done by County Forces. Many of us have fabricated a piece of equipment that allows us to place shoulder rock along our roadways, and this is what they're using that chute to fill up the hole in this situation. A contractor is going to have to either fabricate something like this themselves, or they could find some other way to fill up the hole then as well. Next slide, Kim. So this is what it looks like when the hole has been compacted. We're using 1-inch clean rock to fill up the hole. And in our situation, we're stopping 12 inches below the surface of the roadway, and then those 12 inches would be filled up with the rock we place on the gravel road. There are more fines in the rock that we are placing on our gravel road systems than there would be for the 6 feet in the stone column. Next slide, Kim. And then this is the finished product when it's done. You can see they went with 2 columns on this experimental project. As I've said, this was done in 2018 in Howard County. They've had pretty good success. They're telling me it's worked at least as well as as well as a longitudinal drain would in their experiences. So we selected our 4 test sections. We put together a small set of plans. We sent it out to 9 local contractors. We wanted to target smaller contractors. Just wanted to try this experimentally. We gave them some direction. We did have a pre-bid meeting and explained what we wanted to do, what we were hoping to gain from this work, and we said that we would like to spend approximately close to our budgeted amount. So if the bids came in well under the $85,000, we would look for more work along Leversea Road, because there's many portions of Leversea Road that need to be drained just due to all the frost boils. We did receive the 4 bids back. Veracity was the low bid by quite a bit, and as I said, many of the contractors had questions because this is new to us. They hadn't done something like this, and we could only give them information that we had gotten from Howard County and a few of the other counties. So we're hopeful. We believe we can get this work accomplished for the $48,000 and probably more than that. So we'd like to spend up to approximately $85,000 as we go out, get out there and see how the work's progressing. So I would recommend that you accept the contract with Veracity and allow me to sign the contract. And can I answer any questions about the work or the contract?
Yeah, Kathy, I mean, it looks like, so the concept is when you drill these holes, the water takes the least path of resistance and bubbles up through the hole you've made through that clean stone. And if the road's well crowned, then it runs off into the ditches.
Well, so yes, ideally or theoretically, the water can come back up to the stone column, but we want the water to percolate down through the stone column and find a path like at that 7 feet deep layer or 5 feet or 6 feet, wherever there's, just due to the geology of the roadbed, we want it to flow away by going underneath that column.
More immediate drainage, it sounds like to me, than it would be as you'd have rainfall or whatever, too, wouldn't it, or something?
Right, we want the surface water that's on top of the, in the top 1 or 2 inches of our roadway to percolate down, as well as, as the ice lenses melt, we want them to drain down through these stone columns.
Gotcha.
And it would just these drainage ways paths do take several seasons, is what I've heard for years. Farmers tell us that. Other counties say the same thing, that even when we install a longitudinal French drain with outlets, it does take a season or two for the water to find its path to get established to these new drainage systems.
Why is that?
Interesting.
Just due to, I suppose because of the consistency of the depth of the column, and it does take time for water to get from the surface down through the 7 feet, so to establish paths
Yeah,
in the
Doesn't make sense.
subgrade.
that's right. Yeah,
Doesn't make sense.
path it's typically done, I'm sure, yeah. just
That
as
first
easy.
slide you had up, that looked like wasn't a gravel road. That was cement. That's cement. isn't
No,
it?
that's a gravel road.
That's gravel?
Yeah. They just scraped
Cleaned it
off.
off.
And we
Yeah,
would do the same
It
thing.
does
We'll-
look like cement.
We'll come by and scrape off
sand.
the loose gravel. So that's a very tight, it's bound together very well, as many of our gravel roads look after the rock's been on there and we've had some rain. So,
Yeah, I appreciate the slides, because I really was wondering, didn't have anything pictured in my mind of how columns would work on that, so I thank you
Yeah,
for
it's
that.
useful.
Yeah.
Slides are useful.
Okay,
We need a motion and a second.
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Any more comments or questions?
Yeah, Kathy, did you say neighboring counties are also doing this?
so there's approximately 8 or 9 that have done this over the last 5 to 10 years.
Could
How-
you could you send that list to the board
Sure, yes.
of all the counties around us have been trying this?
And Iowa State is finishing up a research project, and they specifically looked at Howard County and I believe Cherokee County and 1 or 2 other counties. So Iowa State's looking at this drainage technique, and they are putting together a report. It should be available, I believe, in this year in 2021.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Leyland,
Yes,
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Jelka.
Yes. Item 8D, a resolution that the lowest reasonable quote received from Bargain Incorporated, Mountain Lake, Minnesota for asphalt crack repair, Dubuque Road, I believe that should say. D22 with a bid of $71,420. Be
So moved.
awarded and authorize the county engineer, Catherine Nicholas, to sign the contract conditional upon the receipt of the certificate of insurance.
second.
Any comments or questions? Kathy?
Yeah, so this is another project that would be coming from our FY22 budget, so the work cannot start until after July 1st of this year. And I think I told you in the email about how Dubuque Road, it was resurfaced in 2019, so the asphalt is really not that old. It's not nearing the end of its life. It's in fairly good condition, except at approximately 500-foot intervals. We're developing some pretty good cracking or tenting, where that mechanism works by getting water and de-icing chemicals down through the cracks in the winter, and you have freeze-thaw action in there, and it really expands the crack, and it lifts it up, and it makes for a very rough ride. So we're looking at ways to extend the life, the rideability of this road for at least 5 to 7 to 8 more years. There's a number of techniques that other counties are doing nationwide and in Iowa for preventative maintenance. We wanted to try one of these options, and we're going to try this product directly into the crack. We'll be sealing the crack. But first it will be milled off so that hump is gone, or nearly gone, and then we'll be trying this product. This is a proprietary product, so it has been used in places in Iowa. We've liked what we've heard from some other counties. We investigated several other products, but we wanted to go with this product just due to some of the results we've seen.
So this is something new.
The product's been around for many years. There's a lot of data, a lot of people, agencies who have used it. It's just preventative maintenance is something we haven't done much of here in Black Hawk County.
Did you misquote when you said 2019? You said you put this down in 2019.
When we paved Butte Road,
Yeah,
I may have, I meant 2009, I'm sorry.
okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Why don't they try what you're doing there? Why don't they try something to the effect of what you did in the last slide? Because it seems like that, any place you see where they put down that filler in the cracks never works. You see it coming right back up out of there in a short period of time.
So this product, we haven't used here in the county, and it's, for example, something similar to taking care of these cracks would be, for example, what Waterloo's doing with the that DuraPatch product that they use, and the DOT uses it too.
That's a poor example.
Yeah, so it's the same type of distress that's happening on those roadways that we're all looking for ways to alleviate that, because that's asphalt over concrete, and it's making those joints rise up, and it just gives a very poor ride. So we're gonna try this product where the stuff that Waterloo uses and the DOT uses has a much larger rock. This has a very small, fine aggregate, they're calling it, that's mixed in with the mastic product, the asphalt product. So, like I said, we wanted to try this technique. We have seen anecdotal evidence from several other counties, so we would like to give it a try.
So how much road does that cover, $71,000?
So it will be from the Raymond city limits to Jessup city limits, so that's a little bit over 5 miles.
Okay.
So all of the county's limits on Dubuque Road.
Any more comments or questions? Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Zolka.
Yes. 9A is a motion that the request for purchase of capital equipment submitted by Catherine Nicholas, County Engineer, be approved and direct the chair to sign for same to purchase one Canon IR ADV DX C5740I copier in the amount of $3,552 from Gordon Flesh Company, Waterloo, Iowa.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Kathy?
Yeah, so this is the last purchase we would like to make with our FY21 funds. And I've told you for many months now that we wanted to defer the purchase of the copier. We've stopped wiping down our current copier, so we feel like it's a good time now to purchase a copier. We did get bids from 3 local vendors, Marco, Access, and then Gordon Flash Solutions, which was formerly Advanced Systems. We got bids from them. They all told us that this is the end of the year pricing, so we got a pretty good deal on any of the 4, but we'd like to go with the Canon product. It's the low bid, and
Is that the one that was similar to what's in the Board of Supervisors office too? Is that, or is it?
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's okay. I was just
Not
wondering
sure.
if that was similar. Thank you.
Our budget administrator, she's had quite a bit of experience with Canon machines in her prior position, so she felt that they had good service, and we're not purchasing any type of service agreement with this machine.
You know if it's in stock or if they're going to have to ship it from elsewhere?
I don't know that. I can certainly find that out.
Because many are running into challenges ordering stuff and then receiving due to demand and
Yeah.
lack of manufacturing. Any other comments, questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. It is approved. Item number 9B is a motion to direct the county auditor to advertise for a public hearing to be held at 9:05 a.m. on Tuesday,
So moved.
May 18th, 2021, in Boardroom 201 of the Blackhawk County Courthouse, 316 East 5th Street, Waterloo, Iowa, under proposed ordinance number 77-250 from a request submitted by Bob Schaaf to rezone .231 acres from RS Residential Suburban District to C Commercial District in order to construct the 2,560 square foot storage building with a proposed 16-foot by 70-foot, 1,126 square feet addition for personal business storage use at 107 Cedar Street. It's been moved and seconded. Any comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say no. Item 9C is a motion to direct the county auditor to advertise for a public hearing to be held at 9:07 a.m. on Tuesday, May 18th, 2021 in Boardroom 201 at the Blackhawk County Courthouse, 316 East 5th Street, Waterloo, Iowa, on the proposed ordinance number 77-251 from a request submitted by Jeffrey Rushello at 5915 Acker Road to rezone 1.84 acres from A Agricultural District to AR Agricultural Residential District in order to construct a new single-family home. I will second. Any comments, questions? All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say no. It is approved. Item 9D is a resolution that the minor plat of surveys submitted by Jeffrey Rushello to minor plat 1.84 acres in order to construct one new single-family home. The property in question is located north of 5915 Acker Road.
So moved.
And if approved, that the
Second.
county auditor would be directed to certify a copy of this resolution for the Blackhawk County Recorder. It has been moved and seconded. Are there any comments or questions? Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Schwartz,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
Jelka.
Yes. Item 9E is a motion to authorize and direct the finance director to set the date for a public hearing to be held at 9:09 a.m. on May 18th, 2021 in Boardroom 201 of the Blackhawk County Courthouse, Waterloo, Iowa, on the proposed fiscal year 22 budget amendment.
So moved. Second.
Second.
Comments? Questions? All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say no. It is approved. Item number 9F, discussion in regard to county preparedness and possible updates for COVID-19. Item number 10, any reports or information from the board?
Just like to send out our condolences to the family of Melissa Hovenga. She's the executive director of Iowa Northland Regional Housing Authority. She's been off work for about 3 months. I'm the chair of that board, and she was doing well, and all of a sudden she had a turn for the worse and passed away last Friday, or last Thursday, one of those days.
Anybody else?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say no. We are adjourned.